What I did for Nas probably never been done for him in his life. He's never been that viral at all, ever. Ever. He's never been talked about like this ever in his life.
Now, has Nas reached out to you?
You did. The last time he was in some shit like this where people were comparing when him and Jay was beating on him. You heard? You did? Like, that, and I don't want to talk about other people's career, but let's just get to the semantics of it. Have you spoken to Nas
since the whole
thing? Nas.
Okay.
I don't know Nas to have a conversation with him. You don't have a conversation, we can have that too and shit like that. You dig? Like, I don't really care.
One thing I did see you do, I've seen you do this in Say Less, I've seen you do this in the studio. You'll pull out the 100K and say, who won it? It's up. Who want to go?
100%. I ain't got 100 on me now. I got like 40, 50 on me.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's right up. You can get this right now, nigga. Right now. Any one of you
the
niggas,
real person.
Right now. And it ain't a money thing, but this is here. You heard? If you want to get busy, is the money on the line. Any one of y'all from my era. And before my era. You heard? I started in 2003. Let's not forget that. Let's get it straight.
Yeah.
That's when I signed my deal. First time I heard Nas, I was in 10th, 11th grade. At the barbecue. Things have changed tremendously since Nas was hot in the 90s. He had a smooth wave, but it didn't carry over the way that we seen other artists carry over that was supposed to be in his position. He was supposed to be a leader of, but he didn't get to finish his mission. But I don't care about that part. You dig? I care about right now. I've been getting busy. I'm outside. I've been leading an example in a great way. You heard I've been not chasing nothing young, but I'm mean and medium so these young niggas can understand what I got going on and understand the message that I'm preaching because I've been there and what they've been through. And the fact that I'm still in the game, I'm still going through what they've been through. So it's a two-way street. That's why I'm learning from them just as much as I'm teaching them.
What kind of lessons do you instill in some of these young cats coming up, man?
What kind of, I live by example, you heard? If you can't look at me and see what I'm bringing to the table, then you blind. I'm showing them how to be a man, showing them about how to be responsible, I'm showing them how to take care of their family, I'm showing them how to grind, I'm showing them how to get up every day and go get $1 no matter what it takes. That's what I'm showing you in real time. Right now on this platform, I'm showing them that. You heard? Like, what do you mean? Like, I've been instilling this shit. Like, I've been leading by example. I've not always been perfect, but I am the perfect example of what you could be if you stay down long enough till you come up.
Now, why you feel like people always trying to throw shots, though?
I mean, that's what they do. That's the media. You heard? And I encourage it because if they don't throw shots, then I don't get to throw shots back and show them who I really am. That shit don't mean nothing to me.
Jim Jones is a joke. You know, but again, like Jim Jones said, he's trolling the community. You know, he understands the algorithm, he understands today's technology, and he's using today's technology to make himself more relevant. Now, when he said that I've made Nas more relevant than he's ever been, what he's saying is he's just using reverse psychology and saying that Nas is relevant, and I'm using the relevance of Nas' name to make myself relevant. He knows that most of the people out here don't use their brain, so he can say some salacious things and it gets them out there and people talking about it. Because even negative press is good press because his name is being talked about, right? You know, when he talk about these so I don't like the term YNs. When he talk about these young guys, he's promoted a deaf culture to them, right? He helps propagate and promote gang and blood culture in New York City, and is a snitch. Because the thing is, if you're promoting illegal activities, you got all the homies went to jail, right? If it's illegal, that means it's illegal. It's not. You're not supposed to show it. It's not supposed to be seen. But he put it on wax. He put it in songs. He had young kids out there emulating and copying stuff that he himself wasn't doing, right? So this guy's a fraud, and he's been a fraud a long time. All the way back when he was Cameron's sidekick. Cameron already exposed him and said, Jomo, we used your house just to bang girls in. You wasn't nobody. I didn't grow up with you. Like, nigga, you was a fraud. And he's already been called out. So now, this is the thing, y'all. If he was really who he say he was, he wouldn't have to use nobody else's name or create gimmicks in order to sell records or in order to make himself relevant or hot, right? So Benzino, he's heard the situation with the Nas, comparing himself to Nas, and he's upset. He's an OG from the old school, and he took to social media and said this.
Like, check this out, right? So, enough is enough. Like, enough is enough. Don't y'all see what y'all doing? Like, y'all really don't get it, huh? Y'all really don't understand how much this internet is f***ing us up as a people. I've watched it allow people now to disrespect the out of people and calling it trolling. I've watched it, a person just post a picture of something and then all of a sudden a bunch of people come on there and clown and disrespect them. It happens to me on a regular. Y'all don't see what the yo, man, y'all really don't see what y'all are doing? Don't, like, all the disrespect, you're gonna start seeing people's faces get blown off because of it now, right? Hip hop, let's go to hip hop. This Jim Jones and Nas thing, right? I'm just gonna use this as an example, but y'all are taking part in, like, really ruining the legacy of this man. This man has a whole legacy. This Jim Jones Nas shit even a debate. Okay, it gets cute at first, but it's getting out of control. It's getting way too disrespectful, and it's gonna cause irreparable damage to the culture. And let me tell you why. Nas is a legend. Nas put in work. Nas's lyrics and what he stood for, whether it was from the streets or diving into the music that his father, who was his father, was a part of jazz, black culture, to doing stuff with the Marleys, to just basically looking at what he went through and trying to get our people together. And y'all want to ruin that? Look, no disrespect to Jim, but Jim's not even close. The shit Jim says doesn't even make sense compared to what Nas has done for our culture. Hip hop, don't you stupid mother know, you dumb, idiotic, want to be entertained. Look, first of all, right? Hold up. Man. Don't you calm down for a second. You have people, the debate of Jim Jones and Nas is a thing for clicking comments for anybody all over the earth just to even entertain it. Are you fucking crazy? Y'all are ruining the legacy of hip hop. You don't play with someone's legacy like this. Y'all know it's not even close. Man, that's stop, man. What the f is the matter with y'all? He's one of the greatest hip hop saved our. We would be so up without hip hop. We would be worse. And now y'all want to use this device and the people that run it, who ain't our color, to help destroy legacies. This is what we doing. See, me, I had the Source magazine. I did amazing. I helped a lot of you motherfuckers. Whose careers, and believe me, it's not like it was just me, but I had a hand in helping the culture progress, move forward, grab niggas in the street to help put a light on them. Myself, Dave Mays, and the rest of the anybody can get on, and anybody can say anything, and anybody in the most, let me tell you something. I've never seen more clowns in my life. This Nas stop. Ooh, man. Everybody knows that Jim Jones catalog ain't got nothing to do with Nas. Why are we even entertaining that? Every post is somebody, well, you know, Jim is more relevant than Nas now. Get the out of here with that, man. A lot of you people don't even know what the talking about. Because the subject matter is popular, then this is what's going to get you your attention. And then you see 600 comments, 1,000 comments, and now you hard. Go ahead, keep on making this Nas Jim Jones thing a topic. Y'all are stupid idiots. It's not even nothing to pay attention to. Why would you even pay attention to it? If anything, go listen to Nas, or even go listen to Jim. Music is to be listened to, not to be talked about. This is the most disrespectful. One of the most disrespectful happened to our culture is how much attention this Jim Jones and Nas getting. It's one of the most disrespectful that's happened to our culture. But I'm sure y'all will find some other stupid to pay attention to. Y'all need to be ashamed of yourself for even entertaining this Nas and Jim. Ashamed. But this is what a good example, and I want y'all to hear me, a good example of what social media is doing. Social media can take anybody who ain't and put them against somebody who's one of the greatest orators, speakers, rappers, men in our time. Y'all done lost the essence of what life is about, of what being black is about. They're winning. Man, get the
So, you know, in our generation, we live in a generation where nobody takes nothing serious. So Benzino is talking about legacy, but these guys out here don't care nothing about legacy. They'll destroy their legacy. They'll work 30 years for something and destroy it all overnight because all everybody care about is the right now. They're not thinking about tomorrow. They don't respect the honor of legacy, the sacrifice, the commitment. No, because, and the thing is with Jim Jones, if he did, he wouldn't even be mentioning Nas. If he was who he say he was, he wouldn't have to mention anybody. When the name Jim Jones comes up, everybody will run to the gate to see what he got going on next. But he knows that he's irrelevant. He knows that the Dipset situation is over. And he's still trying to ride that wave. But that generation got older. They're not like these young kids today. They listen to the NBA Youngboy, Little Dirk, Little TJ. They listen to all those guys. NLE Chopper. They're not listening to him. No. And a couple of those other rappers out of Memphis and Jacksonville, what's the Spot'em Got 'em and all those Jacksonville rappers and a couple New Orleans, they're not listening to Jim Jones, the world's oldest YN, trying to stay relevant, really doing damage to his legacy. You know, these guys portray themselves to have all this money and be living this lavish lifestyle, but really it's a facade. They're not. Because if he was, he wouldn't be doing all of this kind of stuff. So I never rock with Jim Jones. To me, he was always a weirdo. And I always say, me as an OG, if you're doing illegal activities, right, it's illegal. Act like it, right? It's illegal. Act like it. But if you're promoting illegal activities, then you ain't living that lifestyle. Your homies was. That's why they in the feds. Maybe you should be in there with them, but there's a reason why you ain't. But I'm going to cut this video short here, man. Let me know what you guys think, man, because this guy's a fraud, man. And he's always been a fraud. Right? It seems like he tries too hard to be gangster. Like he's like over the top dude, right? So let me know what you guys think, man. Leave your comments in the comment section. Hit that like button. Make sure you leave a comment for everybody to see this video. The more comments you leave, the further they push it out into the algorithm. So everybody leave a comment if you can, man. Remember, I love y'all.